In this video right here, I did a few days ago, I talk about a recent deal that I found online to use Flying Blue miles to fly Delta business class from JFK to Reykjavik, Iceland for a second time later this year and third time overall. I'm super stoked for that trip. Today, though, I want to cover the steps regarding how I found the deal and basically how easy it was to transfer those points over to Flying Blue to be able to book the trip. And I think that I've done this a few times now, and I think this is one of the most easiest transfers and redemptions to do. So I wanted to go over with you today, maybe for those that have not done this yet at all, just to show you step by step how easy it really is. And so I'm going to be sharing a lot of screenshots of what I'm talking about here as I go along, so you all can see exactly what happened. So, like I said, a few days ago, I was on Point. I was on Amex's version of Point.me, looking for flights to Iceland because I know that I wanted to go back in sometime this fall, September, October, and I happened to stumble across a deal on Point.me for flying Delta One to Reykjavik from JFK for 51,000 flying blue miles. I then went to Air France's website to verify that, first of all, the flight was there, and it sure was there. And I saw the cash price, which was almost to $3,000. When I then clicked on the button to book with points, indeed, that deal was there to book that flight for 51,000 flying blue miles plus $34 in cash. When I saw that and I looked at the dates, which, later in the year, later this fall, I wanted to jump on that deal in a heartbeat. And so I went to my Flying Blue account and I was 4,000 points shy of having the necessary 51,000 points. I was only sitting at 47,000 points. So I knew that I needed to transfer some points over to my Flying Blue account in order to book this trip. So I was looking, first of all, in all of my uh, point transferable point portals to see what all I had, but also to see if there was any transfer bonuses right now. So I looked at my Amex account to see if there was a transfer to of MR, a bonus to transfer MR to Flying Blue. There wasn't any. I looked at the Chase UR portal to see if there was a bonus there to transfer to Flying Blue, and there wasn't any. I also then went to my City account to see if there was a transfer bonus to move points over, and there was not. So what I ended up doing was I ended up transferring over UR points. And so basically, this is how I did it. So I logged into my Chase account. I then clicked on the area at the top right corner where it's showing all of my points, uh, my UR points. And I clicked on the Chase Sapphire Preferred because that's the card I have that enables me to transfer points over. So I clicked on that, and then I clicked on um, uh, transfer to partner. Just I forget now exactly what it's called, but basically it's like transfer to partners. So when you click on that, then the page pops up and shows you all of the transfer partners. And of course, Flying Blue's right there. So I clicked on Flying Blue, and I only needed to transfer over 4,000 UR points. I ended up transferring over 5,000 just to keep something in there. I'm going to use more Flying Blue miles in the next few years, so I don't have a problem with 1,000 extra points sitting there. So I went in, I clicked, and I typed in 5,000 points and went through the verification screen to show that, okay, yeah, you're going to transfer over this many points. It can take 24 to 48 hours, so on and so on. I clicked transfer, and it sent me a verification text just to verify. And so I, took care of that, and it was done. And I got an email saying, "Hey, we got a request to transfer your points," or something like that. And then not even a minute later, it said the transfer was complete. So I then refreshed my Flying Blue account and saw that indeed 5,000 UR points had transferred over and it was already complete. So I had a total of 52,000 Flying Blue miles. So then once I saw that and it was complete, then I went in to book the flight with 51,000 of those Flying Blue miles. And I was done booking that flight from JFK to Reykjavik, Iceland, using 51,000 Flying Blue miles in just a matter of a couple of minutes. And so that's basically how easy it is to use a portal to transferable points over to a transfer partner. And like I said, I wanted to show this again just to showcase. This is kind of I consider myself to be a baby in this game. I've only done this a few times, so I consider this to be a very simple, very easy transfer of points over. Now, if I had have needed to transfer, say, if I had no points in there at all and I needed to transfer 50,000 over, well, then I would have typed in 50,000 UR points and it would have went through also just like that. So if you're sitting on a lot of transferable currencies like MR points or UR points or City Thank You points or, Capital One points or Wells Fargo, name your institution. Um, it's pretty simple to do basic, what I would consider now to be a basic transfer of points over to a transfer partner. And now I'm instead of paying $3,000 in cash to fly this flight, I spent 51,000 Flying Blue miles. And when you input that information into a cent per point calculator, like on Daily Drops website, like for this flight here, it ends up being just under 6 cents per point. It's 5.74 cents per point for a Delta One flight, which is freaking amazing. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a walkthrough of how to do this with a simple transfer and redemption. So I'm really curious to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. Ask me questions. I'm glad to help you. I love the engagement. Also, too, if you have not already done so, if you could please click the like button to the channel. It is a free way for you to support the channel and get it out to more people just like yourself. I'm just over 750 subscribers now, trying to get to that first 1,000 subscribers, and I greatly appreciate you for doing that. Also, too, if you want to support me further, I do have a membership. It's only one membership. It's $1.99 a month. Cancel at any time. I'm starting to give my members more value. I'm doing a couple of members only videos a month right now. Just did the first one this week. I'll probably do the second one in a week or so. And those will stay members only because they are a little bit spicier content and I want that to stay behind a paywall. So if you want to see that information and get my viewpoints on a few things, consider joining that as well. Now, if you would please be good to each other. All right. And until next time, bye for now.